everyone. Today we will be going over question 42 on the Daily Numbers QA training quiz. This question is about the New Mexico practice QA sample. So first things first, as instructions say, you're going to copy this link and you're going to paste it in your own browser to make a copy of the document that you'll be working with. So it asks here, would you like to make a copy of the New Mexico QA sample? You can click make a copy. And then you get brought over to this sheet. This sheet is yours to work with. I would even recommend just putting your name at the top here so that when you can even work on it and come back on it later. So I would recommend putting your name so you can easily find it in your Google Drive. That being said, this first tab has the instructions tab. I would strongly recommend reading all the instructions and following them in order as it covers everything you're supposed to do. And the second tab here is the actual data and the sheet that you'll be working on. So it shows like you'll be editing numbers, you'll be leaving comments, and just doing everything that you need to do for QA on here. QA involves two parts. The first part is comparing our data that we have for Broad Street with the data that Johns Hopkins, New York Times, and USAF reports. And the second part is looking at trend breaks. So when I say a trend break, I mean all these blue boxes. And a trend break is a blue box basically comes up when data decreases. So as you see here for Bernalillo County, on May 4th, our cases were 57311, and on May 5th, our cases were 57274. So that's a decrease, like a really big, like that's several hundred cases, and like they don't just decrease like that. So we're going to look into why these decrease. Similarly, as you can see here, Debacle County, 14614, 146, Harding County, 101210. So we're just going to look into why these numbers decreased. So like I said, first things first, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to compare our data with the other three comparison sets. So as you see here, this first step asks you to watch this video on comparison sets. This was covered in your training quiz, but if you were confused at all, I would strongly recommend watching this video again as it goes over everything you're supposed to do for this practice sample. And then the next thing it says is you're supposed to access the comparison sets needed to determine discrepancies for 5/5/21. So we will be comparing our data for May 5th with the data from Johns Hopkins, New York Times, and USAF. So we have a really cool tool to compare data, and it's called a comparison sheet. So you're going to make a copy of this comparison sheet. It says, would you like to make a copy of the New Mexico comparison sheet? Click make a copy. And when you make a copy of this sheet, again, this is yours to edit on and yours to work with. You'll see an input tab and you'll see an output tab. On the input tab, we'll be entering data for May 5th for Broad Street, Johns Hopkins, New York Times, and USAF. So what I mean by this is first you're going to put in our data. So you're going to go over to the QA sample. You're going to find May 5th, and you're just going to copy over the data that we have for May 5th, and you will just paste it onto here. The good thing that we do for you is we align all the counties and all the columns, so all you have to do is just copy and paste the data. The second thing that we're going to do is we're going to do the same exact thing for Johns Hopkins, New York Times, and USAF. So if you go back to your instructions tab, we link the comparison sets, so Johns Hopkins, New York Times, USAF. So here is the Johns Hopkins comparison set. When you click that link, this document will show up. What you're going to do is you're going to scroll down. This sheet has data for every state for every single date. So you're going to scroll down until you find New Mexico, and you're going to scroll over until you find May 5th, 2021. You're going to highlight the data, just like how I have it highlighted here. You're going to copy it, and you're going to paste it here in the comp set. Same thing for New York Times. You're going to scroll down until you find New Mexico for May 5th. You're going to copy the data. You're going to highlight the data like I have it highlighted. You're going to copy it, and then you are going to paste it like this. And last but not least, USAF. So USAF, again, you can access all these links these documents that I'm opening by clicking these links. So Johns Hopkins, New York Times, and USAF. So for USAF, similarly, scroll down until you get to New Mexico, scroll to the right until you get to May 5th. USAF has cases and deaths on separate columns. So first you're going to go to the cases tab. You're going to copy the New Mexico data for May 5th, paste it here, and then you're going to go to the deaths tab. You're going to find New Mexico, May 5th, copy your data, paste it here. And then once you've done all this, so once you've filled in the input tab, you're going to go to the output tab. And the very cool thing about this tab is it'll highlight every single, so whenever there's a comment here, that means our data differs from one of these comparisons. The reason why, like, for example, the reason why Catron County doesn't have a comment is because our data that we have for Catron County from May 5th completely matches John Hopkins and New York Times and USA. As you can see, 92.5, 92.5, 92.5, 92.5. Whereas Bernalillo, whereas Chaves County does have a comment, or like for example, Colfax County does have a comment, because as you can see here, we reported 750.47, but then John Hopkins did 755.47. New York Times did 906.48. USAF did 755.47. So our data differs a little bit. So when you have all these comments, all you have to do is just click on the comment, copy the comment, go to our sheet. So the comment that I copied, for example, right now was the Chaves County comment for cases. You're going to copy the comment, go to our sheet, find Chaves County cases for May 5th, click add a comment, paste the comment, leave the comment, and that's all you have to do. You have to do this for every single comment that you see. For example, Colfax County deaths. I'm going to copy the comment, find Colfax County, click the deaths cell, more deaths for May 5th, add the comment, and comment it. You have to do this for every single comment that you see here. And that's what we mean when we say we're going to compare our data. Once you've done that, it says for each, like step number 3, for each discrepancy, copy it, add what you copied as a comment to the correct county, and then repeat this until all discrepancies are commented. Once you've done this, after you've commented all the discrepancies, enter the number of comments you left on the spreadsheet in cell E2. So let's say, so right now I left 2 comments, right? So in cell E2 on the spreadsheet, I'm going to enter the number 2. Let's say if you leave 19 comments, you're going to enter the number 19. If you leave 25 comments after doing this, you're going to enter the number 25. However many comments you left, that's what number you're going to enter here in cell E2. Okay, step 5 says, so now that we've compared all the comp sets, you can close these tabs, you don't have to worry about them anymore. Now that we've left all the discrepancy comments, then we're going to research our trend breaks. So the way that you research your trend breaks is you're going to go to the historical source. So you're going to open the New Mexico State website that we provided, and we're going to look at what data they have for what data the website has for May 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So as you can see here, this is for September 15th, 14th, 13th. You're just going to scroll back a little bit until you get to May 3rd, May 4th, and May 5th. So the first trend break that we see is Bernalillo County 57311, 57274. So it's 57311 on May 4th and 57274 on May 5th. What we are going to do is we're going to look at what Bernalillo County reported on May 4th. So on May 4th, the source, if you go down here, this reports cases. Bernalillo County on May 4th reported 57211. And I think there's our mistake. So it says here, we have 57311. So, and for May 5th, Bernalillo County reported 57274, which matches what we have. So what we're going to do is we're going to change 57311 to 57211 because that's what the source reported. And see, as you fixed it, the trend break went away. So when you fix it, you also have to leave a comment. So the comment can be like, changed Bernalillo cases 5-4 from 57311 to 57211 because there was a data entry error. and then all you have to do is just copy the link to the source. So May 4th, because that's the date that we changed the data, copy the link, and then just paste it. So that the next person who sees it can see like why you changed it and how you fixed the trend break. And you're going to do this for all these other blue boxes that you see. There's some like specific notes that we make about every county, but once you do that, that's all you have to do. At the end of the sheet, you will have to copy the total number of comments that you leave. So that will include the comments that you leave from the discrepancies. So right now I've left 3 comments on the sheet, so I'm going to enter the number 3 here. And then once you're done with all this, you're going to copy this code and you're going to paste it in here. So you're going to copy the code at the top of the sheet and you're going to paste it here. The last thing that we ask you to do is to just share. Please copy the shareable link to the spreadsheet. So you're going to go to share here. Once you're done with everything, you are going to change this to anyone with the link can edit. You're going to copy this link, and you're also going to paste it here for question 43. And that is all you have to do for the New Mexico QA sample.